I am Storm. Are you?
Hello and welcome to the I Am Storm web chat. We are here in the offices of Storm Model Management, which is home to some of the most famous faces in fashion, such as Kate Moss, Cara Delevingne, me. Throughout this half an hour, we're going to be answering some of your burning questions that you've been sending us through the community on Facebook, Twitter, and of course the comment box located to the right. I'm not sure which right it is because we're in a model agency. Also, we'll be giving away some goodie bags, which include some Kate Moss books, perfume, jewellery, and like a whole load of things that you really do want. So I would get in some good questions because the best questions are going to be winning the goodies. Right, I have with me Amma and Nathan from the New Faces Board. Hello! You are responsible for finding the next generation of talent. So it's quite a lot of power you have.
It's not power at all, but it's quite special, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good. It's exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to get started with the first question, which is for you, Amma.
Okay.
It's from Paulie Plum. Good name. That's a good name.
Him.
Paulie Plum.
I don't know who you are, but Paulie Plum, be my friend.
He wants to know, how does a potential model get a good portfolio together without paying money?
Right. Well, you shouldn't be sort of needing to put a portfolio together if you're going to approach a model agency. You should just literally go in as you are, no makeup, just, completely natural. We will then Polaroid you when you come in, show those images to everybody, and if we feel you're right, we take it from there. The agency will basically build your portfolio at no expense to the model. You shouldn't be paying money up front for a portfolio to take around, because most of the time, most of these photographers have no idea what they're doing. They're not qualified photographers that would be working within the industry. So those pictures would just be completely useless. So don't do it. Just go to the AMA, which is the Association of Model Agents. All the reputable agencies are there, and everybody on there will not charge you.
Okay, so Paulie, do not pay for a portfolio.
Mr. Plums, don't pay for pictures.
I love him.
Mr. Plum. All right, Nathan, then you have this one from Sarah Thomas. She wants to know, should I change agencies if they never send me to castings?
In short, probably yes. All of our girls, it's our job to get the castings and give them to girls, and if the castings aren't coming to us, it's our job as agents to send girls out to meet clients. And to be honest, if the girl's getting no castings whatsoever, then it might be time to change agencies.
But sit down and have a chat with your agent.
Yeah, I don't just jump ship. It needs to be addressed with them, and obviously then you can come up with a kind of plan of action and things like that. But yeah, I think something needs to be addressed.
Yes. And of course, hashtag IAMSTORM is a competition as well, where hashtag IAMSTORM is a competition where people have been uploading pictures of themselves to be in with potentially being signed by Storm. Yes. So you're looking for a guy and a girl. Have you seen any faces on the Facebook community that you think?
Amazing faces on there. So yeah, it's been quite exciting and really, really interesting. So keep sending them in.
Keep sending them in, because these guys could be responsible for your life/career. Yeah. All right. Katie Waller wants to know, actually, she'd like to ask, it's very polite of Katie Waller, what are the key criteria for a female new face in London?
Minimum height requirement is 5'8". Say no taller really than 5'11", but obviously there are the exceptions, like Cara and other girls that can sort of hit 6 foot. So
Okay.
And personality as well is a massive thing. It's a big thing. People think that being a model is all about looks, but personality is equally as important as your look.
I agree. Ina Catherine wants to know, how proud are you when you see your fresh faces? Especially girls that can speak. Your fresh faces on the runway for the first time when they do well.
Oh my God, so proud. We're like parents, aren't we?
New Faces is kind of like the academy, so obviously we get the girls, and it's us kind of pushing and promoting them for the first time, and then when the girl gets their big break, it's so exciting for us, and it's kind of like they're ready to fly the nest, and it's our job is kind of done, as it were, because then they're kind of going to go on into their career, and it's a very proud moment. We are like proud parents.
Yeah, we do a lot of the hard work.
Yeah. Are you ever like, no, they're mine, when they get moved on to the women's
a lot of the time.
I like that.
Like fighting for them to stay.
Oh, they'll always come back. Lois wants to know, what is the process of scouting?
There isn't really a set process. It can be anywhere. You know, we scout girls on the street. It can be in a supermarket, on the bus. It can be on Facebook, through friends. There's no really set way. Yeah, walk-ins, online applications through our website. You know, all of that. You know, we find great girls doing all of that. There's no kind of one specific way that, you know, we find people and scout people.
Yeah, I love it. When I'm hanging out with Emma, I think I'm a scout. I'm like, what about her? What about him? What about her?
Everywhere.
You know, you're good. You're good.
It's not a career path for me, because I just basically go up to the boys that I fancy. Right, Lauren NN wants to know, if an aspiring model came into your office, would they need to bring along a portfolio, and what would you suggest that they wear? Kiss, kiss.
Just regular snapshots, like from their holidays or, you know, sort of family events. Bring those pictures in. Again, no portfolios needed. Unless you've been with an agency, a reputable agency, and you've got a portfolio, that is fine. You do not need to have a portfolio made up, you know.
No, and with regards to what to wear, we want to see what the girl looks like. So it's not about wearing something really extravagant. You know, it should be kind of basic makeup, something simple like skinny jeans, a vest top. Just really, really basic stuff so we can see what the girl actually looks like. Obviously, we want to kind of see a bit, you know, have a look into see what you're about and see what you're wearing, kind of, that can obviously give it about, you know, give stuff away about you, but, you know, it shouldn't be anything kind of too OTT.
Yeah, so no selfies with loads of makeup.
No, exactly.
Lois Bellamy wants to know where you scouted Cara Delevingne.
Well, Sarah's known Cara since she was 4. So that says it all. There you go.
She watched her grow into the swan that she
watched
is
her
today.
blossom.
Yeah. Well, good for her. She grew in the right direction. We have another Lois here who wants to know what a typical day in the agency is like.
There is no typical day. Oh my God.
Right, don't get angry about it. God.
Poor Lois.
Sorry, Lois. There is no typical day, but my God, is it fun? There are no
It is fun, you know, it is mad in the office. But no, you know, it's completely different on a daily basis. So it is, you know, constantly changing, which keeps it exciting for us because, you know, when we come in, we don't know what the day is going to hold. But, you know, we know it's going to be a fun one.
Especially like days like today, where you didn't know you were going to get thrown into this. I think I'll let you get back to work. But before you go back, what was your favourite question? Because we've got a goodie bag to give away.
I like Mr. Plum.
Mr. Plum! Polly Plum! Well done! You are the proud owner of some sexy Kate Moss pictures.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Now, if you want to get some questions in, we are going to be speaking to the men's board and to Sarah Dukas, who is the founder of Storm. All you have to do is ask us a question using the hashtag IAMSTORM or leave your comments in the box to the right of the screen. Welcome back to the IAMSTORM web chat. If you like the look of what you just saw and you are wanting to become a model of some description, male or female, I am joined by Greg, who is a male model here at Storm. Hi! Was that a wolf whistle? That was the most pathetic wolf whistle I've ever heard. Thank you, you can do better. And Elizabeth, who is from our men's board. I can't actually whistle. I'd love to help. If you want to ask any questions to these guys, use the hashtag IAMSTORM or leave a comment in the box below. Right, so the first question I think is for you. From Jamal. For a male model, is it vital to be physically built with defined muscles in order to succeed, or can a slim build still become a model?
Okay, I'll share an interesting story. I used to be crazy into training and doing all these sort of things.
A lot bigger.
Yeah, trying to perfect my body to come to this perfect body. And I never really did any body work back then, did I? And then I said, oh, you know what? I'm just going to relax and just go with the flow, not stress myself out about I have to eat this, I have to be in this sort of shape, but just really enjoy life. And then as soon as I started that and not focusing so much on being built and all these sort of things, the body stuff just started coming in.
I'm just testing.
It's all yoga these days, no gym.
What
you can see pictures of him on the Storm website of what his body actually looks like, and it's
we'll be logging on to stormmodels.com later /mailboard. Right, so what's your perspective on it when you're looking for a male model?
I think there are two different types of models. There are the body boys that do the Abercrombie and Fitch, they do the All About Brown, they do all the you know, the underwear, and then you've also got the editorial models who are, you know, can be like 2 stone 10. No, I'm joking. Not 2 stone 10, but really skinny, and actually, you know, don't have a body at all, but still
those are like
do
the
a lot of
runway
work.
editorial
Yeah, they do the
type
runway
guys,
editorial guys.
Those guys. Not my guys. Right. Auburn wants to know, how would my 16, nearly 17-year-old son get into modelling?
Okay, well, you can either send your photos into the agency, or you can walk into the agency. Storm, for example, we do walk-in sessions where you can just come in and say, hi, can I be a model? And one of the men's board bookers, either myself, Kat, or Michael, will deal with you. Or you can send your photos into the website, basically. But never ever get your own photos done and pay someone to do photos until you've been taken on by an agency.
Yeah, Amma was very strict on
was
that.
she very
Amma
strict
from
on that? Yeah, okay,
the New
good.
Faces.
Yeah.
And one thing I have to say about this is, like, whenever you go into an agency or something like that, don't really focus on, oh, I need to be a model, I need to be like this, I need to be like that, but rather just really be yourself. Like they said earlier, just like really show your own personality and let that kind of shine through. And then that really is what
I would say it's
a lot
half
to do with it.
obviously looks and half personality. You know, if you've got a great personality, that can make up for if you're not, don't look like a donut like this one here to my left.
And a donut.
And a donut. Never calling you that again, Greg.
Well, you got the cheekbones. Right, Gambino wants to know how much international models work at your agency. How many? Maybe Gambino?
How many? Yeah, we've got
exactly.
We've got one here. We've got an American model here. 100 upwards. We have a lot of international models from all around the world.
We're being told to stop banging your jewellery onto the table. Sorry, but I had to take mine off, and now I've lost my bracelet. But I'm sure you care about that because it's all about the models. Right. Who else? What other questions? From your point of view, what is the process of scouting male models? Asked by Lois.
I would say I'm always scouting. I'm always
shopping online.
Shopping. Yeah, I mean, you know, we do various scouting events which we host, and for example, festivals and all that sort of stuff. But if I'm walking down the street and I see someone, I will immediately grab them and explain to their mother that I'm not a paedophile and that I am actually a model scout, basically.
How young is the youngest boy that you've ever scouted?
But our youngest model on our books at the moment is 14 years old, but that's very rare. We normally wait for them to be a bit older, get through their school, put their education first, and then move on to...
How old are you?
I'm 27.
But how old were you when you were scouting?
When I first started, it was probably about, 22, 21? I had a bit of a late start. And I was doing the university thing, and then I kind of had this kind of feeling I needed to go somewhere else. I wanted to travel. I had a friend of mine. She had been modeling. Girls that's a lot younger. They start like 12, 13. She'd been traveling the world, doing all these things. Oh, okay, that sounds like fun. Like, I'll try this out for a little bit. And then kind of went on from there. Snowball effect. Haven't been back to school since. It's just like... It's an amazing experience, like being able to travel, see the world, see other cultures, different languages. It's nothing that you can learn in a book, I'll tell you that much.
Noted. Adre, it says, hi, I'm Adre.
Hi, Adre.
Hi, Adre. I have a question about model's height. Does it always have to be 5'11" and up for a male model?
But you know, now more and more it's getting taller and taller. I would say 6 foot and above is preferable, just because... you know, for the catwalk and stuff, you do need to be tall, and all the samples are made to fit sort of between 6 foot and 6'2". So preferably 6 foot. Obviously, if you've got that extra je ne sais quoi, I would say 5'11", possibly.
5'11". All right. Daisy Preston Pratt, I think this is directed at you. What is the best part about being part of the Storm team?
The family environment, I think. It's all one big happy family.
Yeah, it really is.
It really
is. Yeah, it is.
This is why I love Storm so much. It is literally part of my London family. Like, I love these guys.
Well, the IAMSTORM competition is where aspiring models can upload pictures onto the Facebook community. Okay. Have you seen any faces on there that you think have what it takes?
I have seen a couple, actually. I keep my lips stum, but I have seen a couple that actually Kat and I were looking at that we did like.
Okay, not for your personal enjoyment. Taz wants to know, people seem to think a model should have good bone structure. Is this true?
Absolutely.
Judging by this guy,
yes,
no.
Well, hello. No, of course a good bone structure is important, as well as, you know, even features, you know, I mean...
I personally think you shouldn't really focus on, okay, what, do I have this feature, do I have this height, do I have this and have that? Just really kind of, if this is what you want, like, go in, be yourself, and then see what happens. Take it from there.
Right. Sorry, we're having a bit of a malfunction with the questions. we'll go back to Maria. She wants to know what you're looking at for models when they walk into Storm.
Again, it is that certain je ne sais quoi. It's a strong jawline. It's a good personality. It's someone that really sort of stands out. You know, it's like a needle in a haystack.
Okay, and the last question is from Alex Wright, who wants to know, does having bright dyed hair affect your chances of being accepted as a model?
No.
Not at all. All right, what was your favourite question? Because we have some goodie bags to give away.
Okay.
So, your favourite question?
I think that last one was pretty far out.
Yeah.
There.
So, Alex, congratulations, Alex. You're the proud owner of an IAMSTORM goodie bag. If anyone has any more questions, you can upload them to the Facebook or Twitter page using hashtag IAMSTORM. I am joined by Sarah Dukas, who is the founder, director, and all-round legend of Storm Model Management.
Say these things.
And also very beautiful herself. So we see that you have
all
an
the
eye for
compliments, Sarah.
And Stephanie Rad, who is one of the fastest up-and-coming models at Storm, would you say, at the moment?
Absolutely. Doing fabulously, brilliantly. Soon to go down to Australia.
Oh, wow.
Lucky
Nice
girl
and
and have some sun.
Yeah, what are you doing there?
Working. I'll hit the beach and be lovely and bronze by the time I'm back.
Jealous. Right, we're going to get started because we don't have you for very long
Yes,
and there
yes,
are
yes.
lots of questions for you. So Jennifer Adams has sent in a question saying that she knows it's silly, but she loves the name of your agency. How did the agency get its name Storm?
Oh, nightmare, because it is a nightmare choosing a name. And I chose loads of names and lived with them for a minute, an hour, a week, and thought, oh, dreadful. And so one night in desperation, I was looking in Roche's Thesaurus, and I looked up Tempest, and it said Storm, and I was like, that's a good name. And I lived with it for a day, a week, and after a month, I was like, that's it.
That's it. So how does it feel now? Because Storm is an internationally recognised name in the fashion scene. Like, you say the name Storm and everyone's like, oh, Storm.
Don't you think that a name is only as good as it is? So I suppose if
Yeah.
the agency was a total disaster, everybody would say, what an awful name.
Storm, yeah. Right, Shalom Freeman wants to know what exactly goes on at Storm Model Management. And she's not just asking this question because she's trying to win a goodie bag.
God, if only I knew. How long has she got? We could be here for days. I mean, everything goes on at Storm.
Yeah.
It's a sort of mile a minute. You know, we find girls. We do competitions. We do branding and licensing. We have creative bookers that do the lovely editorial on the girls. We have advertising bookers and campaign bookers and. I don't know. I mean, it's a huge family business, and we get involved in every aspect of a young girl or boy's career from beginning to end. And we also like to take them on to doing other things if they want to do them, whether it be acting or playing the cello, and we like sort of coming up with intellectual property ideas for making programs for TV. Lorraine Pascal, this one, you know. I mean, it's a really big inclusive thing.
Yeah.
Storm. It's not just a model agency.
It's not at all, and you are so actively involved in it. Every time I come in, you're always at your desk.
I'm on my booking
And-
table.
and it is
I
a
don't have an
family
office. It's like a nightmare. I have no private conversations whatsoever.
We can keep this between you, me, and the entire Facebook community.
Yes, hello. Everything is open.
Martina Shekatz-Rink, thank you very much, guys, for sending me the most hard to pronounce names today. Wants to know, how does Storm define beauty? She's sending you love from Germany as well.
Oh, send my love to her too. I mean, beauty. Beauty's in the eyes of the beholder. I think so many people are beautiful, and there is no particular definition of beauty. I mean, you might get really kind of clinical about it and say that, you know, the mouth has to be like this and the eyes need to be wide spaced. And we kind of do in our industry start saying that, you know, noses can be long, but they must be aquiline and so I kind of know it's like being a porcelain expert when I see a face, but that's not what necessarily beauty's about. I mean, people can be absolutely beautiful with a fantastic personality. I mean, I wouldn't say necessarily everybody in this agency is beautiful. There are plenty of people walking down the street that are beautiful.
I mean, obviously.
And anyway, well, this one's got everything. Personality, adorable, beautiful.
The height, so jealous. Right, I'm going to ask Stephanie a question because I feel like she's getting a bit overloaded. Is this the career that you imagined for yourself when you were younger? This is being asked by I Am Becky, who also is calling herself Cara Delevingne on Twitter.
Nice. Is this the
Well,
career
you've got more than
imagined?
one.
To be honest, I had no idea what to expect with it, and it has been an incredible surprise and excitement. And I don't think I could ask for more. Doing this, getting to travel and be with such a family agency who actually care about you, it's amazing.
So they're not just going to leave you in Australia?
No, they're not going to forget about me. I know.
No, I'm going to miss her.
I'm going to miss this too.
Well, Janet Davis wants to know, what are the top qualities that you look for in a male or female model besides the physical attributes?
Well, I mean, that's first and foremost for sure. With men, it's quite, tricky. But I like sort of pushing boundaries. So, you should say 6 to 6'2.5" for a man, and all those height and, photogenics and all of that. But, the great thing is if you've got something a bit more about you, you don't have to be the sort of live wire necessarily, sort of come in here doing cartwheels, singing and dancing. But if you've got a bit more than, do you know what I mean? You do need to have some personality, even if it's a nice, quiet personality, because things like doing a cover, you can sort of take a shot and have somebody on the cover of a magazine with not much going on. You need to feel it.
Yeah, there has to be something behind the eyes.
There definitely does, because otherwise it's called kind of fisheye, kind of. No, not blank, nothing going on there.
It's like, hello.
Yeah, they come on there. Put some energy into it.
Anastasia Bardina. God, you are doing it on purpose, aren't you? She wants to know, do you think that modelling is only about being beautiful outside, or does the inner beauty make you shine too? Well, I think we just answered that, because personality
I think we did just answer that. And you do have to remember one thing. You know what? Photographers and stylists and editors of magazines and CEOs of big companies, they're not going to use you unless you're actually a nice person. Yeah. And they certainly won't take you on a trip. You do have to really put some personality in and think about the fact that it's your own PR.
Yeah, be nice.
Be nice.
Note to self. Kelly Barham, what would the best advice or tips be for you to give any girl or guy aspiring to become a model?
Go for it. I mean, seriously, just approach a really good agency. Storm. And try your luck. We look at absolutely everybody that approaches. Yeah. Don't let anybody else tell you that you're wrong. Just do it.
Because you encourage that as well, because you're running competition at the moment.
I go mad if I hear my staff say, you can only come in between 10 and 12 and 2 and 4. And I'm like, oh, you could have missed the next Kate or Cara or Jordan or, I just say come in any old time. Obviously not on a weekend.
Have you had a look through the Facebook page at the entries?
I'm going to, because I'm a bit of a micromanager when it comes to this, and I do actually like to look at everybody and everything that gets sent in.
Well, the competition is still running, so if you fancy yourself being a Storm model, all you have to do is upload some pictures and use the hashtag IAMSTORM, and you might have Sarah here looking after you, which would be quite the winning prize, I would say. Jessica Nubula James. That's amazing. I think this is for Stephanie, what has been your favourite shoot that you've ever been involved in, and why?
Favourite shoot? I'd say I have two. One, definitely being able to do a road trip story in Morocco, going around everywhere, mountains, waterfalls, and just shooting the most amazing scenery around there's such a different culture. Was incredible and so much fun, and it was January here, so it was cold for everyone. And I guess also being able to have an ice cream fight on set whilst wearing very expensive clothes.
Who was that for? Who was the client?
Contributing editor. Just multicoloured ice cream in the face, all over the clothes. I feel sorry.
What were you wearing?
Well, it was very summery, so some of it was kind of like bikinis, but I did have this one very expensive red gown, which you could not get a single piece of dust or dirt on. So running away from the male model was tricky, definitely.
Yeah, running away from male models is always tricky. Just gonna put that out there. Okay, Thomas Wood. If you were to be cast away on a desert island and could only take a piece of music, like an album, a book, and a luxury item, what would your choices be and the reasons for them?
Oh God.
Do you hate this?
It's so difficult. Well, it's I did do desert island. It's really difficult. I didn't even know what I was taking on my desert island. A book, probably Songlines by Bruce Chatwin. I'm obsessed with Aboriginals, and it's quite a complex book, and I can read it over and over again. So I suppose if I was there for a lifetime, I could keep reading Songlines because I kind of love it. Music, well, I've got really eclectic taste of music. I'm trapped in all kinds of eras back to the early days. I don't know. If I'm depressed, Leonard Cohen, you know, and if I'm up, I don't know, I love Marvin Gaye, I love Thin Lizzy, I can't choose one.
All right, we'll stop torturing you with that question. Thomas, no. Sarah, how does it feel when you see your models on the catwalk and in magazines? Is it an amazing feeling? That's from Yen.
Oh yeah, definitely. I would not come to work unless I seriously got a thrill out of it these days. You know, I mean, every day I'm like, yes! And you know, when the first thing in the morning people say, look who's on the cover of this, that and the other. It's fantastic. Because it is just a genius thing to take somebody from, you know, their normal working day, being at school or working in a shop or doing whatever, and suddenly transporting them into our world.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's
making
great.
Careers happen on a daily basis here at Storm. Well, that's all we have time for with you, unfortunately.
Thank
I know
you,
we can
Sarah.
chat all day. But
Thank you very much.
We have one remaining goodie bag to give away, which is lots of Kate Moss goodies and other things. So what was your favourite question? Because we're going to give it to the person that has asked the question that you enjoyed answering the most.
Should we do number one?
Yeah, number one,
name?
Jennifer Adams. Congratulations! We'll make sure you get your goodie bag. Thank you very much, Sarah, for joining us. Of course, if you do want to enter into the IAMSTORM competition, you know how to do it. We've been telling you for the past half an hour. So I hope to see you again soon, and lots of love from Storm.
IAMSTORM. Are you?